Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on your SmackDown results. Let's see, WWE main event. And of course, birthdays. Happy birthday goes to the Hulkster. Turned 62 years old. Three-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. Norio Honaga turned 60. Also former ECW manager Bill Alfonso turned 58. Former pro wrestler Jim Brunzell turned 66. He was born August 13, 1949. Brunzell teamed with Greg Gagne in the AWA and B. Brian Blair as the Killer Bees in the WWF. He recently released a book called Matlands that can be purchased for only $25 at blurb.com. I'll post that website right there for you. In memoriam 2011, former boxer turned professional wrestler Scott Ledoux, how you pronounce his name, who worked for Vern Gagne's AWA, passed away due to complications from ALS. Hollywood Reporter has announced that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has signed on to star in a big screen adaptation of the hit 90s TV show Baywatch. Seth Gordon from Horrible Bosses will be directing the film, with Hollywood heartthrob Zac Efron currently in talks to appear alongside The Rock, according to THR. The story centers on a by-the-book and very serious lifeguard, Johnson, who was forced to team up with a young rule-flouting hothead, Efron, in order to save their beach from environmental destruction at the hands of an oil tycoon. IGN.com has revealed 12 more roster names for the video game WWE 2K16, including Colonel Mustafa, the Iron Sheik, and General Adnan, who was Sergeant Slaughter's compatriots from the early 90s when he was on an Iraqi sympathizer. Booker T, Colonel Mustafa, Emma, Eva Marie, General Adnan, Callisto, Kane, Lord Steven Regal, Sin Cara, Summer Rae, Tamina, and Triple H are now confirmed. They also joined Stone Cold Steve Austin, Seth Rollins, Daniel Bryan, Dean Ambrose, B&B, Bad News Barrett, Paige, Finn Balor, and bringing the list of announced roster members to only 19 so far. With John Cena still out of action after ongoing surgery to correct the broken nose from 2 weeks ago on Raw, WWE World Heavyweight Champion is still without a challenger for next Sunday's WWE SummerSlam pay-per-view, which will air an hour early, such as at 6 o'clock Central Time. Rollins issued a bold challenge to Cena last week, proposing that both men put their championships on the line in a winner-take-all battle in the event that John Cena is not medically cleared to compete by next week. F4W Online reports that the plan is for Seth Rollins to defend against a triple threat match, Randy Orton and Sheamus. Possibility of Rollins being shifted into the triple threat match is the reason why Sheamus cost Randy Orton his main event title on Raw. In the event that Cena is able to compete, expect to see Orton versus Sheamus added to the card. Original plan for actor Stephen Amell at SummerSlam pay-per-view was to have him team with Neville to face Stardust and The Miz. Not who he's teaming with, such as Bad News Barrett. When The Miz's feud with Big Show and WWE Intercontinental Champion Ryback got delayed due to Ryback's injury, WWE changed plans and replaced Miz with King Barrett in the SummerSlam tag match. Courtesy of Wrestling DVD Network.com. Here's a list of what's on the Ring in the Holiday single disc 3-hour DVD that comes out on November 10th in the United States. And it's hosted by Mick Foley and his daughter Noelle Foley. Hint, Noelle for Christmas. Season's Greetings match. Welcome to Santa's Village match. Boiler Room Brawl. Mankind vs. Santa Claus from Raw December 20th, 1999. The search begins. No hold barred match. JBL vs. Mick Foley from Raw December 19th, 2005. Santa Claus vs. Scott Taylor from Superstars December 23rd, 1995. To Jerry Claus vs. Bubba Claus from Raw December 24th, 2001. Fluent Reindeer. Bobby Heenan ruins Christmas. Primetime Wrestling from December 25th, 1989. John Cena and Trish Stratus versus Santina Marella and Beth Phoenix. From Raw, December 22nd, 2008. All Aboard. Kofi Kingston versus Tyson Kidd from SmackDown, November 29th, 2011. Miracle on 34th Street Fight. Randy Orton versus David Otunga from SmackDown, November 29th, 2011. All I Want for Christmas Battle Royal match from SmackDown, November 29th, 2011. Merry Christmas Go Round. It was an accident. From Raw, December 24th, 2012. Miracle on 34th Street Fight. John Cena versus Alberto Del Rio. From Raw, December 24th, 2012. Poetry on the Spot. 'Twas the Night. Battle for Christmas. Good Santa. Mark Henry versus Bad Santa. Damian Sandow. From Raw, December 23rd, 2013. Christmas Present on a Pole match. Dolph Ziggler versus Fandango. From Raw, December 23rd, 2013. Season beating match. Santa's Little Helper. 6 Diva tag match. Alicia Fox, Emma, and Naomi versus Paige, Cameron, and Summer Rae. From December 22nd, Raw of 2014. Miracle on 34th Street Fight. Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt. From Raw, December 22nd, 2014. Happy Holidays. And that was the end of all that. Well, UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion Ronda Rousey did an Ask Me Anything session on Reddit on either Monday or Tuesday. She was asked if she would consider entering WWE after retiring from UFC and responded with the following statement. Definitely. I love being in WrestleMania and will find a way to get back in the squared circle. I just have no clue when. And any real wrestling fan would want to be surprised anyways. WWE United States Heavyweight Champion John Cena appeared on Tough Enough episode and indicated that he will be ready to go for winner takes all match against WWE World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. Responding to Triple H's Cena is 50-50 for SummerSlam comments on Raw, Cena said Triple H wouldn't be good odds maker and referred to Daniel Bryan's yes chant for his answer to Rollins' challenge on Tough Enough. Cena did not say when he will be back in the ring, but said he's ready to get back in. Well, speaking of Tough Enough, Gigi was eliminated from the competition. From Tough Enough, bottom 3 were Gigi, put in by Daniel Bryan, Tanner Saraceno, put in by Miz and Sarah Lee, was put in by Paige. Going into week 8, there were now 5 competitors left. The final 2 for the girls are Amanda Sacamano and Sarah Lee, who will compete for the $250,000 contract. Also, the men are competing for the same contract. There were a million problems with the booking on tonight's episode from Raw, from Everett Washington, from the episode of Raw. Least of all ideas, the WWE would believe fans would want to see yet another Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton match. But hey, at least this time it was for the World Heavyweight title, right? Plus, they always work well together. Yeah, well, not anyways. The gift showing the two taking a visit to Botch City comes by way of wrestling with text and illustrates that even seasoned vets who usually have great chemistry together can suddenly forget anything that they know about the world right around them. I can't stop watching it. Every time I expect Rollins to complete the flip and go over the ropes, and then Orton just collapses it. No one's seeing this. What the hell to do? We now eagerly await the follow-up, because if WWE has taught us anything over the past, it's that they will find a way to book another Rollins versus Orton match. It will receive at the tapings in the dark match prior to SmackDown that Brad Maddox will now be going by the ring name Joshua Kingsley. In addition to the name change, we noted over the weekend that he also dyed his hair blonde. And I will show the picture at the end of the video, and he looks like a very young Sting gimmick. Or, if it wasn't Sting, it's Double J, Jeff Jarrett. Spoiler for SummerSlam. WWE is planning on having Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose go over against Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper at this month's SummerSlam event in 2 weeks. According to Wrestling Observer, speaking of SummerSlam, Brock Lesnar vs. Undertaker is expected to close the event, not the title versus title match between John Cena and Seth Rollins. Goldust had surgery on his shoulder back in May, and there was no indication if WWE has any plans to bring him back to TV as of yet. Trish Stratus has updated the production of Gridlocked, an action movie she starred in with Danny Glover and other notable actors in a new article on TrishStratus.com. Trish noted that the movie is in final stages of post-production, and she recently recorded some voiceovers to add to the audio soundtrack. And I'll post that link with the full update from her site. RVD comments on life-threatening car crash into the restaurant where he and his family was eating at. Enjoyed the old comments from Twitter. And also post the picture that he posted from the restaurant with his family. And look what just happened 30 feet away. Report number 1 from the main event. Spoilers. Rusev defeated Fandango with the accolade. Before the match, Rusev and Summer Rae cut a promo on Lana. Jack Swagger defeated Adam Rose. King Barrett and Stardust defeated Mark Henry and R-Truth. Well, that was your brief and detailed events for the first report. I was only able to get 2 reports, and the other one's really more brief. Dark match was Becky Lynch defeated Sasha Banks. Main event tapings was Rusev defeating Fandango. Swagger beat Adam Rose. Stardust and King Barrett defeated Mark Henry and R-Truth. First report for SmackDown. Dark match, Becky Lynch defeated NXT champion Sasha Banks. Dark match, Zack Ryder defeated Joshua Kingsley. Brad Maddox is a character, new name. Seth Rollins opened up SmackDown in an in-ring promo about how great he is. He says he wants Cena to meet him on Raw to accept his SummerSlam challenge. Neville interrupted, followed by Cesaro. Kevin Owens ended up attacking Cesaro while Rollins beat down Neville. Match number 2, Charlotte defeated Naomi. Ryback cut an in-ring promo afterwards and defeating his title at SummerSlam until he is interrupted by Bo Dallas. Bo wants to add to the match at SummerSlam. Bo tried to attack Ryback, but it backfired. Ended up in receiving a meat hook clothesline for his troubles. In the main event, Roman Reigns defeated Luke Harper by disqualification when Bray Wyatt ran in and stopped the pin. Well, that one was just brief. They didn't get all the matches in. So, report number 2, posted by Matt Boone, who also didn't get all the results in. WWE taped the August 11th. Taped on August 11th for tonight, Thursday night. And here's the spoilers for that. SmackDown kicked off with a touching tribute to Portland, Oregon's own Roddy Piper, which did not show on SmackDown itself. Piper's family was at ringside, which they didn't show from what I've seen of it. Seth Rollins began the normal portion of the show by cutting a promo comparing himself to Michael Jordan and Babe Ruth. He mentioned John Cena appearing on Tough Enough, and he said he wanted him to show up on Raw to accept his title versus talent SummerSlam challenge. Neville came out and interrupted. He says he wants another title shot. However, Cesaro came out of nowhere. Kevin Owens attacked Cesaro from behind when Rollins beat down Neville. Well, both Neville and Cesaro both did the on and on and on and on gimmick statements during their entrances. Match number 1 or 2, whatever. Segment number 2, Charlotte defeated Naomi in the Divas action. As the Divas Revolution continued on SmackDown, the finish of the match saw Naomi tap out after Charlotte applied the figure 8 submission hold. That's all the results that Matt Boone gave from his wrestling company, or dirt sheet. Thanks to Tyler Morris and Tony Say for all the SmackDown matches from Portland, Oregon. They kicked off with a promo. Well, actually, they kicked off with a tribute to Roddy Piper. What was it showed on the SmackDown TV while his family was at ringside. Seth Rollins kicked off SmackDown with a promo about how he's the greatest Well, sounded like Muhammad Ali there. Up there with Michael Jordan and Babe Ruth, he talks about John Cena being tough enough and wanted him to meet him on Raw to accept the SummerSlam challenge. But instead, Neville interrupted. He wants another title shot. But out comes Cesaro as he does the on and 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 on, the same one Cesaro's been doing. Kevin Owens ends up attacking Cesaro from behind as Rollins beats down Neville. Owens lays Cesaro out on the floor while Rollins takes out Neville in the ring. Next up, we get Charlotte defeating Naomi with a figure 8. Video package was shown of Stardust and Stephen Amell airing from Raw. Ryback came to the ring for an in-ring promo, and we see what happened with Raw. With Miz TV, he talks about defending against Miz and Big Show at SummerSlam until Bo Dallas interrupted. Bo wants to be added to the match at SummerSlam, but Ryback did this is him. Bo attacked, but got left laying with a B-hook clothesline. Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper came out to the ring for a promo. Dean Ambrose come out next, followed by Roman Reigns for his match against Harper. Reigns won by disqualification when Wyatt ran in and stopped him. Primetime players defeated the New Day in a non-title action. Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated Cesaro and Neville after Rollins had a handful of tights for the cheating win and pinning Cesaro. And that concludes my SmackDown spoilers results for this week. Thanks again. Peace out. God bless. See you on video. If you don't know, you better call me, bro. Thanks again. Peace out.